Alright, hello gamers, welcome back to the show. I'm your charming, self-proclaimed yet still humble host, Mukluk, and today we are back in Expedition 33. Now, last time we played this, we found this boss, which lore-wise is absolutely awesome. Excuse me, he's apparently named Simon. He was from the first expedition, and he is responsible for all these glowing swords that we found all over the place. And the dead Axiom. Now, I tried fighting him. He had a really nasty phase 1. Which included abilities that, one, he basically doesn't allow you to use shields, and he doesn't allow you to revive if you have someone go down right before he takes a turn, because then he turns their corpse to dust and you can't revive them. So he's not very fun, because he just shuts down certain mechanics, you're just not allowed to use them. But after about a half hour of practice, I beat phase 1, and a phase 2 starts, which is the same thing, but a lot longer. He has way more health. And at the time, my strongest attack barely scratched him, and he has even more moves. Excuse me, I've got a rough sore throat this morning. Now, a lot of people were saying your damage is really low for being at this spot, which is odd because, you know, we cleared the whole story, but, you know, fine. So I don't like copying other people's builds, but I did kind of go back to the drawing board off stream, and I did a lot of work on Luna. I fed her a lot of the remaining Luminas that I had. I moved her stats around, so she is squishier now, but she has a 100% crit chance. And I'm going to do one attempt here to show you what I did. And probably get my butt kicked to phase 2. We'll see if I can get the parry windows right. So skip this cutscene because we've already seen it. Okay, so we cannot shield, so we're just gonna do Fancy Strike.
Let's spill some ink.
And then Eagity.
She'll take the battle.
Alright, so, like I said, I moved some stats around, so now I can do Elemental Trick.
Converge.
Which gives her all colors of stains. And then do this on turn 1. So, 1.2 million.
Brace yourselves.
So, as you can see, I'm doing way more damage than I was last time. Now, notice this move where he just did the chroma thing, and he made Mael's hit points go down to 1. Okay? That's important. We'll come back to that.
Elements, converge! Meet your reckoning. Okay.
Shoot.
Merci. Chroma is flowing. Elements, converge! Let the ink flow.
This is important later. Yeah, it is important later. We're going to talk about it in a minute.
Your turn to dance.
Now, I'm rusty because it's been a couple days since we played this. Alright, so Gradient and then Skybreak should just finish the phase 1. Alright, so I made 2 mistakes there, which caused me to lose 2 lives. My point is, I've got phase 1, right? I had phase 1 last time, but now I have phase 1 when it takes way less time because I was able to get Luna's damage a whole lot higher. And then we get to phase 2. I don't know the Sword of Lumiere combo yet, because that's one of his new moves in Phase 2.
I'll do it.
Now Lune has 1 hit point.
Elements converge. Not looking good. Take cover.
Yeah. So, light speed, when he does attacks at light speed, it is AoE. It hits the whole party. And that one, Igadi does not protect from. So, the attacks at light speed and the Sword of Lumiere, those two are new moves in Phase 2. But when he does the short combo, long combo, powerful combo, those are in Phase 1. They're just extended combos in Phase 2, so I'm currently much better at those.
Once more now, with vigor.
Doors of chroma. Open.
4 million.
It likes you.
So I dodged the first 4 hits of that combo, messed up on the 5th one. He removes the dead from the canvas. So at this point it's over.
Oh, really?
Like, I've lost my damage dealer, so I'm gonna stop trying to dodge here, and then we'll talk for a second.
Let's dance. Okay.
All right, so, okay, so off stream, I respec Lune. Again, I didn't want to copy other people's builds because I just don't find satisfaction in that. I moved some stuff around, we dramatically increased her damage, and I was able to, on the first try after that, again, off stream, get through Phase 1 and get to Phase 2. That was 2 days ago. I'm a little rusty now on the timings, so I made some mistakes, but we got to Phase 2 again. And you see in Phase 2, he gets way chunkier. Then he gets the Sword of Lumiere attack, and he gets the Light Speed attack, and his other stuff is stronger. Now, the Sword of Lumiere attack and the powerful combo, long combo, and short combo can be redirected with Igadi. The Light Speed one cannot. And because I lowered Lune's health to make her crit chance 100%, she gets one shot by any attack from Light Speed. So, to do this fight, I need to be able to not make many mistakes, but Light Speed especially, I need to perfectly learn how to parry the entire Light Speed chain. Fine. So I was working on that, again, practicing a little bit off stream, and I was like, you know what? There's that move where he pulls the chroma out of you, right? And it reduces you to 1 hit point. And I have tried dodging that, parrying that, gradient countering that, and jumping that. And I do have control of my character when he does that, but I've not found anything that avoids it. I wonder if there's some way to avoid it I'm missing. So I did very carefully Googled it to try to figure out, and accidentally spoiled myself on something, but it's okay. And what the thing I accidentally spoiled myself on is when you get like halfway through that second phase, he kills your entire front line, and you are forced to use your backline people to finish the fight. And I have not built up Verso and CL because I don't enjoy playing them. So I'm kind of glad I got spoiled on this one thing, because if I had spent hours and hours and hours getting to the point where I could get this guy down to, like, you know, halfway through Phase 2 and then he did this, I would have lost it. because this is Octopath Traveler 2 all over again. So, one, hang on a second. Let me show you their Luminas right now. These are the Lumina counts at the moment. Do you see this? I've been investing in my favorites, okay? They are not ready for this. Alright? So, I would need to, like, I don't mind grinding this and getting good. Like, you guys remember on Brutal V Rising? I spent 7.5 hours on Dracula before I got him. I was ready to do that again. Okay? I was ready to do that again. And then I found out about this thing. Like, what? It's like, I can't use blocks. I just got a sword for Mael that made me respec her, that allows her to give the party blocks. And now I immediately, the first boss fight after I get it, I'm not allowed to use it. And then I can't revive much. And then also, you can't use your main team for the whole fight. So, yeah, I honestly have just lost interest in this guy. Also, funny enough, while I was looking up, I was trying to find the thing about the chroma, I did find something else that also made me lose all respect for this guy. All right, I want to show you guys this thing that I found while I was trying to look this up. Okay, here's phase 2. What's this?
So much potential.
So what's happening here is he's basically spec'd every Lumina in the game that buffs free aim shot. Now remember, when you get him around, like, I think it's 30 or 40%, he kills your front line if he gets a turn.
Last chance. This will hurt.
So anyway, I've lost all respect for this guy. It's weird. So I now know the combination of Pictos and Luminas that can kill this guy in one turn. But I also know my current ones, I have to get good at the fight. So I now have knowledge of how to do this or this, but if I want a decent challenge, I need to kind of handicap myself somewhere in the middle. It's really weird feeling this way, right? Because it's like, on Sekiro, like, I just try my hardest. On V Rising, I just try my hardest. On Elden Ring, I just try my hardest. Now, I have knowledge of how to one-shot him, and I need to not try that hard. So it's really weird. So like, I totally get that some people enjoy the fact that you could just stack so many bonuses, you could just one-shot the bosses of this game. I actually hate that. That's my first, like, negative criticism about Expedition 33. I don't like that you can get so strong you one-shot the bosses. It's made me completely lose interest in trying on this guy. So, there is other stuff that we could do. You know what? Hold on a sec. Where is there a cutscene after you beat this guy? Because, let me see here. One sec. Alright. I'm not going to invest time into this guy. We spent like 30 minutes mastering phase 1. We got to phase 2, and then I found out that, you know, the whole, like, you have to kill him with your backline thing or one-shot him. And I don't really want to do either of those. So, for the content, let's see if there's a cutscene after you beat him.
This will hurt.
Okay, hold on a sec. Wait, I'm sorry. Did they just one-shot him? Highest damage 70 million. Okay, I guess it gets worse. To be fair, you wouldn't be in this situation if you didn't get spoiled about that build, but understand the mental conundrum. I mean, it's not just that build. That was just one of many I found, but it was just kind of weird. Free sword? Does it show the thing? Oh, good. I was curious what this was going to say.
More and more of my mind is fading away. I must put my words down on paper before I lose myself entirely. My beautiful Clea. What did she do to you? That paintress. She fooled me. She looked so much like you, and I believed her story. She granted me the power to fell the axons and enter the monolith. I realized too late that she had warped my mind. That she had in fact taken you away. Locked you somewhere I could never reach. And set me on a path to destroy your future. But then I met Aline, who showed me that I could save you. With her help, I descended to the bottom of the monolith, where Aline had sealed him away. The one who brings the Gamache. The one who threatens our very existence. But his powers are strong, and I'm finding it harder and harder to fight his influence over my mind.
So Renoir did this to him.
My mind is breaking. My final thoughts are only a few. I despair. But one day, our suffering will end. And we will find our way back to each other. In this life. Or another.
Cool. Okay, so... Wait, can you fight Clea? Huh. Wait a minute, hold on. Is this, Okay, we saw this. Here's Alicia. We found that. I haven't found Clea yet, so I'm gonna not watch that bit yet. I'm wondering if that's at the tower. The tower, or the gauntlet thing. The developers mentioned in interviews they're not focused on balancing the endgame, as they think it's up to players to decide how they want to experience it. I would say that's totally a fine approach. I'm not saying they should change that. I'm saying that it's kind of shined a spotlight on a part of my psyche that I didn't really know was there. Like, this guy, it's like I finally got, I like having a well-rounded party. I don't want to just have 3 DPS and then I parry perfectly. So getting this, I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. I only had 2 items that allowed me to level a weapon to 33. Okay, so I leveled this up, and it's all about giving the party shields. It's about protecting your party. Then I fight this guy, and I'm not allowed to use it. That feels terrible. And then I'm not allowed to use shields. And then also, I'm not allowed to use my front line for the whole fight unless I use the Forbidden Knowledge and just one-shot him past that point. And then it's like, if I'm going to just one-shot him from half health to dead, I don't even really have to learn the fight at all. So it's really weird, and it's like, the fight is such that I cannot try my hardest. But if I play the way I want to play, it doesn't work. If I try my hardest, I one-shot the fight. and I have to do something stupid in the middle, and it's blah. It's blah. So, in any case, that's why it's a incoming flood of skill issue and stuff like that, because I'm not gonna finish that one, which is why we watched the cutscene there. So we've still got the Renoir area, and we've got the tower. Where am I? Where did it put me?
Son, here I come!
Let's see. I think there are around 12 stones in one playthrough, so you can have 12 level 33 weapons without going into Game Plus. Gotcha. I think I found 2. And I used, last time off stream, I used one for Lune, and I used one for Mael. I'm trying to remember how to get down to the Renoir caves. Is this it? How do I get back down there? Oh, Renoir's Drafts. It's to the west of me. I actually wonder if there's anything still down there other than that, that big guy. Because like I stumbled across him, and there was still more I didn't explore, but I don't know if that big guy was like the last thing. Oh gosh, it's the thing I want is way south of me. Okay. Alright, we're gonna go to the tower for a bit. But yeah, still think this game is amazing. I want to be crystal clear. I still think this game is freaking so good. But it's just like, it's unfortunate that the end at that guy, I feel like they've just added a silly mechanic that prevents me from playing the way I enjoy, but then also I can't play my hardest or I will one-shot him. And I have to pick an arbitrary level in between the two. And it's just like, I don't really want to be in charge of balance. I just want to play. Question mark, which do you relate to more? Being able to tank anything or deal DPS at range? I would say being a solid tank or healer for my party and having a long but safe fight where I protect my team is more appealing to me than doing big damage. But it seems like the end game for this is just everybody is DPS as much as possible and just perfectly parry everything. Muck is too humble to just one-shot a video game boss, bless his heart. I mean, to be fair, like, it would take some time to move all the pictos around and stuff like that to copy the guy in the video that we watched, but yeah, I don't want to bother with it. I don't see any satisfaction in it. What's the total time you played this so far? I can check Steam. Hang on. 50 hours. Let's see. Okay, so this is called the Endless Tower. It is not endless. I believe there's like, each stage has 3 trials. I believe there's 11 stages. And we are a lot stronger than last time we were here.
Let's spill some ink.
So, at least on this I can play how I want to.
En garde. Let us stain them. Meet your reckoning.
We're certainly more powerful than these two guys.
Elements converge.
Okay, so Light Strikes is 1-2. Oh, that's another thing is, you notice the burns on them? I changed Lune's weapon to one that whenever she gets a crit, she applies burning. Now, I'm mostly using this fella for buffs, so I did not move his stats around to like give him 100% crit and stuff like that. I just did that on Lune.
A storm is coming. Meet your reckoning.
56 burns on that guy.
Your turn to shine.
600k burning. Dudes. Oh, I need to change. Oh. I was experimenting with different green masks. I need to change that one. Charging critical. Plus 20% of a gradient charge on a critical hit. Once per turn. I was about to say, that would be really good to Lune, who Genesis crits like 14 times. But no, once per turn. Still good. Okay, Minoko. You know, one thing that would be nice is up here, you can't sort by mask color. You could sort by elements, or action points are alphabetical, but you can't sort by mask color. Did you finish Simon or coming back to it? Not going back to it. It was... We got to phase 2, and we saw a mechanic where partway through phase 2, he kills your whole party, and you have to defeat him with your backline. And I don't want to have to go level up my backline people for a large period of time just to be able to beat that one boss. I did that in Octopath Traveler 2. I don't really want to do that again. I mean, you get her white hair also. Okay. And stage 6, trial 1.
Shields up! Blades sharp. Thunder is flowing. Elements converge.
Alright, so fire's gonna heal him, but we're gonna hit him with everything. Wait, what? Oh. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So... it didn't give her... Oh damn, does that just screw everything up? So she doesn't get the stain if he's immune to it. So look, she can't cast Genesis right now.
Elements converge.
So I gotta hope she gets the ice stain. Okay. Yeah, now her stains are all messed up. Hold on, hit a different target.
Elements converge.
Okay, now she's got the right stains. Okay, that'll do it.
Feeling better.
Your turn to shine.
Dance combo. Did I play Witcher 3 already? Before I was a streamer, yes. I'm not opposed to doing it again sometime.
Now's our chance. Meet your reckoning.
Okay, so now I know. So if the target is immune to one element, this combo I'm doing with her doesn't work. She won't get the stains for that element. Okay, the mouse wheel doesn't work on this screen. Chromatic bracelet. Dang it, that guy's immune to something. So we gotta hit this guy.
Elements converge. Let us stain them. Meet your reckoning. Chance.
So she's not going to be able to combo this guy because he has an immunity. Yeah, she didn't get a fire stain.
Careful, Mael.
Alright, let's just get a gradient charge so we can kill him with that. Now that I know that stains don't apply when the enemy is immune to an attack, that definitely makes it to where this strategy has enemies it just flat out doesn't work on. It's really weird because it's like, I thought it was like when she casts and channels fire, she gets a fire stain, but it's the fire has to do damage to an opponent for her to get a fire stain. Gargant. Oh yeah, I remember fighting one of these guys.
This will hurt.
The elements dance. Elements converge.
That up. Alright, he's half dead.
The elements dance.
Now I think he's immune to fire.
Take cover.
Never seen that combo before. I dodged all of it except the 5th hit.
Time to bleed.
At Muck Riftbreaker question. Have you tried brutal 300% on a small map instead of normal? I wonder what the mayhem would be like. The main issue is that enemies spawn off the side of the map and then come inward. So if you're on a small map and the enemy has, like, let's say snails, and they have range of your base from the moment they spawn, they will stay off the map where you can't attack them and shoot in. So you really need to not build by the edge of the map, no matter what map size you're playing on. So that would be my biggest fear. Critical weakness, 25% increased crit chance on weakness. Messy Bun White. I think that was CO. Now Verso, the oldest member of the party, is the only person without gray hair. Well, full gray hair.
Shields up! Blades sharp.
Oh wow, I remember this guy. We fought him with Gustav. We haven't seen this dude since like early game.
Sweet taste of battle.
Overflowing with energy.
Dang it, he's immune to something. Suddenly this whole strat is falling apart.
Elements converge.
They're all immune to something. I can't Genesis.
Your turn to dance. A bit of violence, yes.
What? Oh, he's out of AP.
Elements converge. Quaking fear.
Ready to carry.
That was a rough camera angle. I couldn't see what was happening.
Let the ink flow. Let us stain them.
Alright, we can do the hammer on the next turn.
Shields up. Blades sharp.
Sweet taste of battle.
Unleashes its full power.
I'm ready. I'll do it.
Okay.
Danger!
Okay.
Took me a second to
So
remember the
much
rhythm.
potential.
We got it. Skybreak.
Doors of Chroma. Open! Now's our chance.
There we go. I love how she's like flipping through the air. Wait. Feat collection achievement. Acquire all Monoko skills. What? What did you just get? Dang it, where's the new thing? What did he get? There it is. Evercase Spear. Deals high single target earth damage and applies powerless for 3 turns. 1 hit. Heavy Mask increases damage. Okay. Okay. Oh, let me show you again. So off stream, another thing I did is when I respect Lune and I moved her stats around, I swapped to a different weapon. And this is it right here, Coralim. Plus 100% crit chance when 4 stains are simultaneously active. I mean, she already has 100% crit anyway. 20% increased damage for each turn without taking damage. And with Ikadi and the shields... Okay, so if she gets hit and a shield is consumed, but she doesn't take damage, I don't know if that will make her lose this buff or not. I don't know how the game is coded. But at best, she gets 100% more damage as long as Miles tanking for her, and then critical hits apply burn. Mug got spoiled on Simon. He said I'm not doing that. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Like, I'll show it again. Simon kills your front line, and you have to kill him with your back line for phase 3. And look. It's Octopath Traveler all over again. I have to go grind levels on, like, people I don't want to play for 8 hours. No, F that. No. No. I was ready for another fight like the V-Rising Dracula. I was ready to grind that out, but no, I ain't doing that again. Oh, the good music.
Shields up. Time to hit big.
I'm not saying it's wrong. I just felt funny. I'm sorry. I feel very defensive about it.
Elements converge.
All right, no immunities. Nice. I gotta say, I don't think... Is there anything in the game that's immune to physical? I'm wondering if I've picked the worst character to make my pure DPS. Because there's things that are immune to fire. There's things that are immune to cold. Those two are common. There's things that are immune to dark. I've seen that. There's things that are immune to light. I've seen that. I don't know if I've seen stuff... Oh yeah, there's stuff immune to earth. The glaze mobs. Lightning, I don't know. I don't know if there's anything immune to physical. I can't recall one.
So much potential. Brace yourselves.
Oh. Dang it! That was so confusing. Oh my god. She did like a spin before every attack. It's illegal.
A storm is coming.
The fun begins. From the bitter dregs.
Meet your reckoning.
Okay.
Finesse and grace.
I can understand. Really, you're not the type to leave out on a fair fight. You killed Ozma, Airlang, and other bosses. Leaving some trick bosses like Simon is fine. I appreciate your understanding.
This will hurt.
Honestly, one of the things that hurt the most about Simon mentally was I had just gotten this sword that allows you to make Mael a better tank, and then I put all my resources into it and maxed it out, and then the very next boss fight I get to, he's like, no. And I'm like, what do you mean I can't play this way? He's like, yeah, every ability that sword does, I steal it. I was just like, oh my god. You suck, sir.
My, what lovely fate.
The ultimate soccer patate.
Meet your reckoning.
That went well. He raises
The
his shield.
elements dance.
Oh, wait. I'm on not the character I thought I was on.
Converge.
Unleashes full power.
Let's dance.
Your turn to dance. Your turn to dance. Your turn to dance. Sweet taste of blood.
Flowing with energy. Elements converge.
I wonder if he'll burn to death. He's got 50 stacks of burning right now. Yeah, he did. Breaking a target doubles its burn amount. It could be cool depending on the fight. Alright, hold on. Let me go over here to the stat thing. Okay, so luck, we've already got 100% crit. I don't know if luck does anything right now. It increases speed by a very small amount. Alright, let's just get vitality. To me, a lot of the fun of turn-based RPGs goes away when you become too OP. Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be different mindsets, right? Like, okay, I remember as a kid playing Doom for the first time and finding out about the cheat codes you could type in that made you God mode, and you could just run around, nothing could hurt you, and you could just one-shot anything. And that was fun for about 5 minutes. And then I was like, this is boring. Like, there's no point to it. Like, I could play this another 30 minutes, nothing's gonna change. I'm going to continue running around and one-shotting everything, and nothing, you know, that's it. So, it's like, I need there to be some sort of, you know, pushback at all. So, like, a game where you're too OP is a game where no challenge. Oh, in the middle, it's the turtle guy, Francois. He's half underground right now.
Time to hit big.
Let's see, just imagine you'd go for that one-turn kill build. Yeah, but at that point, what's the point in playing the game? You know you're gonna one-shot kill everything. I might as well just move on to the next game at that point. That's how my brain works. Like if there's no chance that I could lose, and we already know the story, it's like, what's the point? Alright, I don't remember if Francois has resistances, so I'm gonna hit this other guy to charge up.
Chroma is flowing.
Interesting. If you still get a stain even if you hit a shield and do 0 damage, but if you hit an immunity and do 0 damage, you don't get the stain.
Meet your reckoning.
Okay, now every element works on it.
It likes you.
Oh, okay, Francois's dead.
On guard.
That's a lot of shields. I don't know which one is the Clea. Alright, that's the Lancer.
Take down their shields. The dance begins.
Brace yourselves.
For some reason, I can't watch the stream in 1080p. That's weird. Other Twitch viewers, do you have the option? If you're willing to check?
What lovely feet.
I do, I don't. Weird. Wonder if Twitch is having an issue right now.
Meet your
Well, I'm streaming to YouTube at the same time if you desire to watch it there, whatever works for you.
Let the ink flow. Elements converge. Chroma's flowing. Meet your reckoning.
Morning, Mugger Chat. Hi, Blue Belt. I want my emotes.
On guard.
That's fair. Chromatic glaze, that's the thing on the right. Oh, he's got a windmill on him. Alright, his shields are down.
Time to bleed.
Let us stain them.
Ultimate Saka Patate!
Let's dance.
Careful, my L.
Hey, Mugger Chat, hi, Barney.
Brace yourself.
Let's dance.
Okay, wow. Weird delay on that one. Prepares a powerful blow. Oh, you are you? He did take burning damage at the start of the turn where he released his ultimate power. I guess that's not a true turn. Healing tints also apply powerful. Nope. I'm about to enter the House of Hope. I've still never seen the House of Hope. The 2 playthroughs I didn't find it on either of them. And I don't know if going there when I'm in honor mode for the first time is a good idea.
Shields up. Time to hit big.
Chromatic Ballet might not get hit by Genesis.
Overflowing with energy. Elements converge.
Dang it, he's immune to Earth. Ah, the stains are all messed up now. Rip.
Okay.
A bit of violence, yes.
Is VG3 hard to get into for someone who's never done any D&D games before? I would say, yeah, there's a learning curve, but as long as you read the tooltips and let the tutorials play out, you'll be okay.
Elements converge.
Okay, I should be able to Genesis now. So one of these hits he's going to be immune to and heal from. Yeah. You see a few green numbers there, but the rest was fine.
Okay. Let's spill some ink. En garde.
Alright, so now we can just use the, what is it called? Skybreak. I started to say Skyhammer. I was thinking Guild Wars 2. Now, supposedly there's 11 floors of this, and we're at 9. Oh, usually those die when you do that.
Shields up. Finesse and grace.
A sweet taste of
So I'm guessing the middle one is currently immune to lightning. And the right one's immune to ice, so I don't think Genesis is gonna work here. But we'll see. Actually, maybe I should just cast Hell.
Feel the embrace of fire.
Okay, so now the one on the right is immune to fire. Yeah.
Let us stain them. Careful, my elf.
It likes you.
Overflowing with energy. Let us stain them.
Your turn to dance.
Ready to evade. I'm ready.
Ready to parry.
It likes you. Your turn to shine.
Blades sharpened.
Whenever it says he unleashes his full power, I keep thinking that he's about to do the thing where he like pulls open the big core thing and it's gonna explode. I think that's a poorly named attack.
Finish
Sustain them. Doors of Chroma, open!
Or when they say attack swiftly and they have a delay on everything. Yeah. Yep. I'm guessing immunities are ice, fire, fire. Alright, I'm going to use Phantom Strike just to charge the gradients faster. Alright. I think they're all immune to something, but let's see what happens. Damage, yeah.
Elements, converge! Chroma is flowing. Elements, converge!
Starting to hate the stain system.
On me.
Jesus.
Shine.
Ready to parry.
Danger!
It likes you.
Alright, so her second chance is gonna go off and she'll get back out.
See.
Time to bleed.
Brace yourselves.
That is a
Overflow energy.
vicious combo. Oh, awesome. Healed her up.
Ready to parry. Let's spill some ink.
I put shield up.
The
Gradient
dance
charges are
begins.
full. Eagity again. Skybreak.
Doors of Chroma, open!
Two of them were immune to that. Genesis.
Meet your reckoning.
Violence.
Let's dance.
Ready to evade. I'll do it. The elements dance.
Invulnerable to invulnerable. Not absorbed, invulnerable.
Quake in fear.
Okay, so Earth doesn't work on either one. I don't think I've ever seen just invulnerable before.
Careful, my L.
30 was a rounder number, but 31 is nicer in. Enjoyed the Bezos box, Muck, and thank you for all the funds.
Your turn to
Can't wait to have the small guy, Muck, Muck, Muck.
Hey, Jade, thank you for the kind words
Lovely
and the resub.
feat.
I am very excited about the small guys. They are in production right now.
Yes.
Okay, so the left guy's immune to ice, the right guy's immune to fire.
Now was our chance.
But also they're both immune to earth.
Feel the embrace of fire.
Okay, now the left guy's immune to fire.
Sharpened. Prepare for annihilation.
And the right guy's now immune to physical.
Spill some ink.
Maybe you can only hurt one at a time?
Get out of this canvas.
Invulnerable to Gamage. That time Earth worked.
Your turn to shine.
Careful, my L.
Ready to parry.
It jumps
I'm
each
ready.
turn.
I see.
Time to bleed.
Now is our chance. A storm is coming. Ready to evade.
Oh, the animation was faster that time.
On me.
Danger! Careful, my L.
Your turn to shine. It likes you.
Parry.
It is starting to feel like I picked the roughest person to make my DPS, because anything with any immunity is a problem. Frost is immune.
Elements converge.
Are you using Minoko as a buff bot? Buffs and heals, primarily. Buffs, heals, and shields, yeah.
Blades sharpened.
Is it something you can fix? You locked into it for now? I'm locked into it for this fight. Well, honestly, I'm kind of locked into it, because I have fed nearly all of my Luminas into Lune. So I can't just be like, oh, well, let me just go make Verso my main DPS. No, I would have to go farm like 300 Luminas to get him up to where she is right now. Like, there's a shield icon beside the fire buff icon that makes that one immune. I am aware. What we're talking about right now... Yeah, no, I became aware of that like a minute or two ago. What we're talking about right now is Elemental Genesis. So, the way that the strat works right now is she casts Elemental Trick. And Elemental Trick... Here, hang on a sec.
Brace yourselves. Danger. Brace yourselves.
Why, yes, I love the dance. Your turn to shine.
That's the last one.
A storm is coming.
So Elemental Trick hits with an Ice, Fire, Lightning, and Earth attack, which means it gives you one of each of those stains. However, he was immune to the fire part of the attack, so I didn't get a fire stain. So now I cannot cast Genesis. Genesis requires one stain of each type, but I currently have 2 Earth stains, and I can't get rid of them. So the whole combo here is Trick, Genesis, Trick, Genesis, Trick, Genesis. However, if they're immune to Ice, Fire, Lightning, or Earth, the whole thing falls apart. Do light stains not work in place of any element? They do, but I would need some light stains. Which again means changing the build.
A bit of violence, yes.
Ready to evade.
So it's just like I'm realizing this is an issue here. And it's like, if I had built up, I think, Verso, or Mael, or Minoko, like almost any other character, I don't think this would be a thing, because I think it would just be physical damage. Alright, she's got more Earth right now, so if I do Skybreak, it'll do Earth damage, which should work. Okay, good. Apply Rush on applying Powerful. Meh. No, dang it, who is it? So, like, I could use Mayhem to get rid of stains when I've got the wrong ones. But if they're immune, I'm still never going to be able to use Genesis. Unless there's a better way to generate light stains. Like, there's lots of skills that generate 1 light plus 1 something else. I can't have all of those on the bar, though. Healing Light generates 1 light? Okay, maybe that's it. Alright, so I guess if Healing Light... As long as I don't have 2 Earth to get consumed, Healing Light can fill in the empty one, I guess. So Genesis, they're immune. I'm missing 1 stain, Healing Light, and then... Or, sorry, Trick. Do Elemental Trick. If they have an immunity, I get 3 out of 4. And then Healing Light, and then Genesis after, I guess. I liked her one weapon that auto-generated those stains. Yeah, I was quite fond of this one, and I rebuilt around it. And one of my only upgrade to level 33 things I used on it. So she gets 100% crit. Well, she always does 100% crit. She gets 20% increased damage every turn. So after 5 turns, she's doing double damage always. And then critical hits apply burn. So she'll have, like, you know, dozens, if not hundreds of burns on enemies, which is really nice. I don't think you need to hit to get a stain. It's an elemental trick mechanic. No, we just found you do. Like, if you hit and they are immune to an element and they get healed by it, you don't get that stain. And I have 100% crit. Yeah, so like if the enemy is immune to ice and she does trick and it hits with ice, it'd be immune. You don't get the ice stain, but then you do get the earth, lightning, and fire stain, and then you're missing one. Like we just saw that for like 20 minutes.
Blades sharpened. Shields up.
just for fun. Oh, the left one said nullified, not absorbed. And I don't see a shield thing. So the left guy is just immune to that attack. See, Lamp, Master, Light, I love moves like this in video games where it says increase damage each cast. So it has a ramp-up ability, right? I could totally see a playthrough where I would enjoy making Minoko the main DPS and just using Lamp, Master, Light every turn and just keep ramping up in damage. But if there are mobs that are immune to it, then the whole thing falls apart. Okay, we got all four that time. Is Gustav dead? He went to live in a retirement community on an island.
Meet your reckoning.
A farm? Yeah.
On me.
Chroma is flowing.
Your turn to shine.
Oh, I jumped too early. Okay, there was a long delay on that. The one question I have, and I don't have an answer for, when she was able to bring people back, why didn't you bring Gustav back immediately so he can help fight? The only people that she was able to bring back were ones that were killed by Nevrons, because their chroma was trapped in their body. Anyone else who was killed by anything else, so like he was killed by getting stabbed in the chest. The people that were gommaged weren't killed by Nevrons, so their chroma was absorbed by the painters. So when she made the zombie army, she only could bring back the people that had chroma that trapped in their bodies. However, in one of the endings where she goes psycho, she brings back whoever she wants, including him.
Elements converge.
I do think he was in the scene of the zombie army. No, I'm 99% sure he wasn't. Because she went to each body that was, like, the stone bodies. She went to those to bring them back. Apply rush on powerful. Again? You're the person who would spam rollout but hate flying type Pokemon or Pokemon holding a balloon. I don't remember what rollout does. I'm guessing it's one that ramps up. Yeah, that actually reminds me, earlier in this playthrough, one thing I really enjoyed with Lune was, what was that one skill? She has a fire skill where you lose control of her, but every turn it does more damage until she takes it gets hit at all, and then it gets interrupted and she gets stunned. I really enjoyed that skill because it was like, you know, 500, 1,000, 2,000, 4,000. It just kept ramping until she got hit. But if the enemy was immune to fire and was healed by fire, I couldn't stop her unless I let her take a hit to the face. Like, there was no order for stop doing that.
Blades sharp.
A storm is coming.
All right, They're all kind of red. I don't know if they have any immunities. Let's try Trick on the middle one. Okay, everything works.
Is coming. Meet your reckoning.
Nice.
Ready to parry.
Jesus, I missed everything there.
Your turn to shine.
I've not fought one of these in a while. Ah, that's spin! Dang you! You're so tricky.
A storm is coming. Elements converge. A storm is coming. Meet your reckoning.
Let's dance.
Yikes. Alright.
Elements converge.
Color and heal, because we just got beat up a lot.
Energized.
Danger.
I did better that time.
Okay. Elements converge. Feeling better.
80 stacks of burning.
Careful.
That didn't
my
do a lot. Too early.
Let's spill some ink.
I am filled with murderous rage. Ow, wow, wow.
Ow, wow, wow.
It's good to help.
The elements dance. Meet your reckoning.
Alright, that one was actually a little chunky, even though it didn't have any immunities. New outfit unlocked. Is that white hair Verso? Yeah. The whole team's got white hair, except Monoko, who had white hair, now he has black hair. It's like Mr. Was it Mr. Negative from Spider-Man? We just inverted everybody. Have you played around with the inverted Picto? What is the inverted Picto? Hold on. That doesn't ring a bell. Give me a sec. Sort by alphabetical. Inverted affinity. Invert self for 3 turns on battle start. 50% increased damage while inverted. No, I haven't. So you're immune to heals for 3 turns, but you hit harder. What do we got got here?
Shields up.
I think the reason was that Renoir had controlled the Illumina. If you remember those mobs in the last area, they used the same attacks as Gustav. And the other one looked like his sister. Kinda, yeah. I don't know, I just assumed he was taking control of, or like painting up extra expedition people, but that could be right.
Now's our chance.
Okay, no
A storm is
immunities.
coming. Meet your reckoning.
Left guy died.
On me.
Well, luckily she's really tanky, because I missed a lot of those.
Ready to parry.
Okay.
Damn. Okay.
Meet your reckoning.
I'm glad I don't have to dodge whatever that was again.
A storm is coming. Elements converge.
The sweet taste of battle.
That inverted picto is almost mandatory in damage builds. Oh my god, I hate that word. 15% to powerless damage reduction. Oh, you want to do damage? This is mandatory. Alright, supposedly there's 11 stages to this place. This is the last stage. Dueliste, Masskeeper, Chromatic, Moisson West.
Shields up.
Sweet taste of
I remember the guy on the left. That was one of the first dudes that we fought after Verso joined the party.
Elements converge.
Alright, no immunities on middle.
Meet your reckoning.
your turn to shine.
Brace yourselves.
Okay there.
A bit of violence, yes.
Dude!
A bit of violence, yes.
A storm is coming. Meet your reckoning.
She hasn't gotten hit yet, so her damage is ramped up a bit. Defensive aura. Now gains a shield for each blow dealt to an expeditioner.
Noxxi.
Oh. Ow.
Blades sharp.
Messed that up.
Shields up. Good.
My, what lovely feet.
Color and heal. Lune's pretty beat up.
Energized.
Elements, converge! Chroma is flowing.
Skybreaker!
Doors of Chroma, open!
3 million on one and 100k on the other.
Dance.
What was that? What did he just do? Draining Cleanse blocked it, whatever it was.
Good.
A storm is coming. Meet your reckoning. Let us stain them. Elements, converge.
Sweet taste of battle. What lovely feet.
This will hurt. Shields up. This will hurt.
A storm is coming. Meet your reckoning.
$74 burns.
Elements, converge.
82 burns.
On me.
But he's not taking a lot of burning damage.
Meet your reckoning.
Just the second input. Got him though. Greater powerless. 15% to powerless damage reduction. Okay. Oh, that's the wrong thing. I meant to go to attributes. Okay, 11-2. Oh boy, the Lampmaster. Let's see, creation on the right, that's from Renoir's place, and the thing in the middle is the one with the really delayed sword attacks.
This will hurt.
Not sure if they have any weak points. I'm glad that still worked. I missed the input.
Meet your reckoning.
Oh wow, they are squishier than the last batch.
Careful, Mael.
Dang it.
Let's push forward.
Luckily we didn't actually get silenced there.
Elements converge.
Inverted. Okay, don't heal.
Take cover.
Ready to power.
It likes you.
Ready to power.
A proper challenge. Invigorating.
Danger.
Oh my god, what a delay! It's like gradient, wait for it, swing, spin, swing. Okay, you're hit. And I'm like, what?
Elements converge. Let the ink flow.
I'm one off.
It likes you.
Ow.
Okay. Okay.
I'm ready.
One dead.
Not looking good.
I wonder if I use Skybreak and I don't have any stains, I wonder what type of damage it is.
Doors of chroma.
Because Skybreak uses your
Open.
stains to oh, it's darkness. Interesting.
It likes you.
On me.
Your turn. Your turn.
Blades sharp. This will hurt.
A bit of violence, yes.
Elements converge. Not looking good.
Lune flipping through the air in the background. Alright. I think... Wait. There... Hold on, which, yeah, I turned around there. I think the next one might be the last one. Oh, wait, no, she's already 100% crit. That does nothing. Alright, 11-3. Painted Love. It's mom and dad's monster forms. Okay.
Shields up. Blades sharp.
And they have one shared hit point bar.
Bit of violence, yes. Time to bleed.
glowing with energy.
No immunities. Damage is okay. Look at the burn stacks in the top left.
Danger!
Let's dance.
Careful, Mael. Ready to evade. Ready to evade.
A bit of violence, yes.
Genesis! You know, the hit point bar is dropping faster because the damage I do to both is being funneled to one hit point bar. So it's like it's like when you're hitting a dragon in Guild Wars 2 and you're cleaving through both of its arms, so you're doing double damage.
Elements. Converge!
Void Cross. I think that's a move he has in the final fight that I never saw because we killed him in 2 hits. Ow.
My, what lovely feet. A bit of violence, yes.
A storm is coming.
Skybreak.
Doors of Chroma. Open!
That did a lot of damage.
Meet your reckoning.
Let's spill some ink. Shields up. This will hurt. Shields up.
Your turn to dance.
Rocks from the monolith. I don't think I've ever seen that one before.
So much potential.
Now, the big question is there a phase 2? And we are going to answer that question in a moment. Steam achievement. Reach the top of the Endless Tower. Oh! I also got a outfit called Clea and a tape called Clea. Your party is stacked? No. No. We ran away from a boss earlier and found a YouTube video of someone one-hit killing it for 70 million. Like, they're stacked, and then they're stacked. So is that the whole thing? That's the whole thing. Okay, does she say anything new? Not bad. I'm impressed. Did you have fun? Yes. Good, it's about time. Some advice. Don't let yourself get caught up in other people's drama. Neither of them are adults enough for the conversation they need to have. Until they face their grief, they're better apart than together. But instead, they do this and pull others into their mess. Like you, trapped in Aileen's delusion. And before you call me a hypocrite, yes, I did get involved. I gave Renoir the edge he needed, otherwise she would have overpowered him long ago. She is, after all, the stronger painter. But there's a difference between helping and getting sucked in. This is not your battle, don't let their mess become yours. Aileen would rather lose herself in make-believe than face reality. It's a drug she's unwilling to resist. Don't make the same mistake. And Renoir, he's terrified of losing more family. And his response is to try to bend everyone to his will. Don't let his fear end up controlling you. It's not selfish to make your own choices, sister. You've made great strides since I saw you last. Don't go backwards. Take this. A reminder that you control your life. And if you're not having fun, do something else. That's good advice for all video gamers. What did she give me? Ponytail white. Okay. She's like, take this. It's just a rubber band to put in my hair. Wow, thanks. What was the... Who got the wardrobe thing? Ugh. No. Let's see. Okay, I'm trying to think of anything else to do. I know there's secrets in the manor I never figured out, but I don't know what to do to see those secrets. Let's see. Okay. At this point, I think I'm fully open to spoilers because I don't know what else I might have missed. This was the video we looked at earlier to see the Simon cinematic. There's one for Clea. I don't know how to access it. Hold on, let me see if this is one we've already seen. I don't immediately know where this is. Okay, pause. Does anybody know where this is? I don't. I don't recognize this. So they walk up and find Clea painting something. Flying Manor? Like, is it actually a flying manor? Should be an icon. All right, there's something there. I don't know what that is. It's at the Louvre thing in the sky. It's only marked as a mansion thing. Is that it? Yeah, I missed this. Okay. Yeah, these look like little art exhibits, like where someone first made these creatures that we have fought so many times.
This is where she lived.
You are here. What is this place? It's her home. Here in this canvas. We used to play here a lot with the others. But now the one here, she is not her. She will never be. And she knows that. Who are you talking about? Everything is always about her. About her painting, her sculpting. Everything has to be perfect. But perfect I have never been. and perfect she is not, the one who is here now. Maybe it's better to forget about all of this. But she is trapped here behind this door in her atelier, forever painting. How do we open the door behind you? The colors. Bring back the color to her paintings. She mocked Aileen's creation, trapped by her own paintings. Her Nevron stole her colors. If you could find them and unpaint them, then maybe. Maybe she will be free. Okay, when I think color, when I think the colored Neverons, I think the chromatic ones. And I've certainly fought a lot of chromatic Neverons. I don't know if I'm on the right track, though. It's something in this zone. Okay. Okay, there's something over there. Okay, I see some big things over there, big fellas. Treasure chests. Those annoying things that are immune to stuff. One out of 3. Two out of 3. Oh gosh, that thing's moving. Behind the statue, perhaps? No. It's so gross in here. You know, those things always eat a party member. If it eats Lune, I got like no damage. I guess I got damage, but nothing comparable to Lune.
Yeah! On guard! Shields up! Finesse and grace.
So much potential. Elements converge. A storm is coming.
Glacesso. Level 28. Give me those kneecaps. Ah, they've got the passing and vulnerability thing. So this is where it pulled that mechanic from for the tower.
A bit of violence, yes. Time to bleed.
Alright, so we gotta hit Thunder.
The elements dance.
Alright, so now she needs a light one. So we healing light somebody. And then we can do Genesis next turn. Oh, she got 3 turns in a row? so her 2-turn combo becomes a 3-turn combo, but it's doable.
Take cover.
Annoying, but doable.
On me. Ready to go.
Careful.
Alright, so Frost is immune.
Choose.
Now's our chance.
Thunder's immune. Now we hit Frost. We don't get an Ice Stain. Healing Light someone random. Now we can Genesis.
Shields up.
Guard up.
Blades sharp.
Careful, my L. Brace yourselves.
On me. Ready to
That was a lot of his health.
Your turn to shine.
Alright, we're hitting Frost now. We're hitting Thunder now. Interesting, so the immunity doesn't move during their turn, it moves during mine.
Meet your reckoning. Now is our chance.
Okay, Frost is the only one alive that lost his shield. Skybreak should be dark themed because we don't have any stains.
Open!
Wait, dude, what a tease! What? It said absorbed. Nah, I'm just playing. I'm dead. Like what? I was like, I swear he should have been vulnerable to that element. That was so weird. Okay. Oh, it's got a cutscene. Oh, there was 4 thingies back there, so there's gonna be 3 more of these big things.
1 down, 3 to go.
Okay.
Good stuff.
You have conquered your foe once again. Should I take you back to the plaza? Not yet. Ah, I was trying to just run past to get the thingy.
Better. Elements, converge! A storm is coming. Meet your reckoning. Now is our chance.
That's a lot of dodges from those dudes. I cast gun. Cruel Ram and Chation leveled up.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow, wow.
An advantage.
One of those little dudes that, wait, does he not run away? Oh, there we go. Oh, I was gonna say, usually they run away. Oh, what's back here? Roulette leveled up. Does that change it at all? So roulette is every time you attack, there's a chance to do 50% damage or 200% damage. And you pretty much use it on everybody. I don't know that anything changed. It changes the stat bonus. Oh, if you use it as a Picto. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Alright. I know I could find the thing to chase around the little dude into the thing. I honestly just want to solve this thing that we're dealing with right now. That's where I'm invested. Yeah, take me back to the plaza. We are back here. Alright. Just finding another path, seeing if it leads to another boss. Willy Wonka elevator? Oh, we fallen fast. That was quick. Crunchy. Oh, you look special. Are you my target? I don't know if you're my target or not. Hold on, I gotta make some left-hand turns. The mouse is leaving the thing again.
Shields up! En garde!
My hands are messed up, and since I have zero self-control, I had my hubby hide my crochet hooks for me for a few days. Oh no! So you locked yourself out of your favorite hobby. Besides hanging out here with us, of course.
The sweet taste of battle.
Romance flowing.
Alright, Trick. Okay, so he was immune to ice. Okay, now he's probably immune to fire.
Romance flowing.
Alright, this for a light stain. And Genesis.
Meet your record.
You're immune to a quarter of this, but not all of it. Alright, that killed the 2 ads. Snowstorm arrives.
Careful, my elf.
Ah, I dodged 4 out of 6. Draining Cleanse blocked the freeze that I failed to dodge.
Let us stain them. Elements, converge!
So he's immune to ice currently. Now he's probably immune to
A storm
fire.
is coming.
What's the next game for morning stream? I got a few in mind. Slormancer was one. Doing one of the Age of Wonders 4 campaigns was another idea.
This will hurt. Shields up! Blades sharp.
I definitely kind of got the bug again for that game after the recent multiplayer thing.
Overflowing with energy. Meet your record.
Snow him, level 29. Burning Death, level 28. Anti-burn, level 29. I don't know if I even had Snow him before. Was that big guy the big guy for this area? I didn't see a cinematic. New weapon. Yeah, I've never seen that before. Probably reduces the cost of ice magic or something. Freeze self when falling below 30% health. Prevent the next instance of damage while frozen. Okay, so most games, when they've got a mechanic like this, the big question is, if you go from 31% health to dead in one blow, does this kick in? On turn start, if frozen, remove freeze and recover 60% health. Gain 2 ice stains and 3 AP when frozen. Probably not. Okay, then. Whole lot less of a point to it, then. Alright, so there was a rope behind that guy. Lamps? Lamp boss again? Oh my god, girl, climb!
Time to hit big.
Trick. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh. No moving invulnerability. No immunities.
Sweet.
Muck you. None of all these stupid mechanics that have been happening lately.
I'll do it. Meet your reckoning.
Joyaro, level 28. Is that a new Minoko weapon this late in the game? It really feels like some of the stuff that you unlock in this is basically for New Game Plus, because you get it so late you can't enjoy it in the first playthrough.
2 down, 2 to go.
Interesting.
Start battle in Almighty Mask. 20% increased damage for each consecutive turn without taking damage. Okay, just like the one I'm using on Luna. Break damage is doubled while in Almighty Mask. Break damage is doubled. So this would be really good if you were spamming the lamplighter attack.
Stay.
Looks like an elevator over there. Hold on, my mouse is off screen again. And a path over here. Or not. Okay. Maybe that's just a return path. Save real quick. If you can give her something that gives here sturdy, leaving her when the first hit, it would kill her or leave her 1 hit point, but not sure if something like that is in this game. Yeah, I haven't seen anything like what you described. Oh god, I don't want to fight that thing. They're not fun. They just, you know, eat a party member and then you have to 2 versus it.
Good stuff.
No, he doesn't look important. We're looking for important monsters.
Oh, lovely.
CL, I forgot you were here. Maybe? I mean, I don't think I've ever seen one that had like cherry blossoms on his head.
Nice. Shields up.
My, what lovely feet.
Romance flowing. Elements converge. Elements converge.
Sweetest of battle.
Burning damage. Goblu Sun, level 28. Yep, that was it. I almost missed it. I was like, wait, are you important? Okay, and I see the last one back there in the background. All right, so I know sort of what I'm looking for now.
Just one more.
All right, it's a CL thing. Goblu-san. During Twilight, every time Foretell is applied, it also affects another random enemy. Apply 1 burn every 3 Foretell applied with skills. 20% increased fire damage with skills. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Wow, wow, wow. There's a rope there in the middle and a jumpy thing over there to the side. Oh my god. I thought I was done with you! Go ahead, build your wall.
Violence. A bit of violence, yes.
storm is coming. Elements, converge! Meet your
Blades sharpened.
A storm is coming.
The noise is.
Time to bleed.
Ready to parry. That's better.
Quake in fear.
I don't know if I've ever used this. He just drops a bell on them? I don't think I've ever used that move. Clea haircut. Looks terrible. I'm so used to like her normal hair. That looks like it's just so jarring.
Interesting.
So, Bluebell is sharing in the YouTube chat that her hands are been hurting for some reason, and so she told her husband to hide her crochet hooks so that she would stop hurting herself because she had no self-control to stop crocheting. And I was just thinking, like, if my wife was like, hey, I can't stop doing this thing, hide this item, where I would hide it. And I think I would just put it on top of the fridge. Because she's short enough she can't see up there. I would just be like... So, Blue, if you get desperate, check there. Okay. Chat, spoilers are fine. Does anyone know where the last boss is? That way, I can't go. We went down the elevator, found one boss. We went down that elevator, found another boss. And we went down that ramp over there and found a third boss. There's one more. You can go. The previous dead end, there's a climbable thing. Okay. Ah, got it. Okay. Thanks, Buck. You're welcome. Now that only applies if you know, if he's taller than you. But that's what I would do. No, it's not you. You don't look important enough. No. It's you. You've got aura. It's this one.
Blade
got a bit of help.
Your turn to dance.
The storm is coming. Elements, converge!
What lovely feet. Your turn to shine.
I forgot how that move worked. Whoops. That hurt.
Chroma is flowing.
Your turn to shine. Your turn to dance.
Ah! Missed the gradient.
En garde. Shields up. This will hurt.
A storm is coming. Elements, converge.
He's not gonna have enough AP to follow this up. Kick him in the face.
Sweet taste of battle.
Oh, I should have. I just realized I had 3 gradients. I could have done
Lovely
that.
feet.
Take cover.
That one I
So much
remembered.
potential.
Okay. 2.6
Now's our
mil.
chance. Meet your reckoning.
Is there a game you wish you forgot everything about so you could replay it fresh?
Every game I've ever enjoyed. I don't think me suddenly showing up with amnesia and playing the same games repeatedly would be good for content. Thank you, Elijah. I actually have a short little story about that. Alien Isolation? Oh god, no. I said enjoyed. There was a, I remember one time as a kid when, oh god, I'm cringing right now, Chad, I'm cringing. I remember a conversation with my dad. And he was telling me about religion and stuff like that, and like heaven and hell and stuff like that. And I specifically remember, I was like, so, you know, in heaven, you just exist for eternity? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, oh wow, I was like hooked on Diablo at the time. I was like, I want to play Diablo like forever. I want to get so much gaming time in. It'd be like summer vacation. And he's like, don't you think you'd get bored? Like you'd finish it eventually? You get bored of it? And I was like, no, because when I'm done with it, I could just make myself forget and then do it again. And my dad was just like, he's just like blanched at this idea of me just eternally sitting on a computer for all time. Like, I was a kid and I already had plans, chat. Yes, back to the plaza. Okay, do I talk to you again? You did it. You can go to her atelier now. But she might not recognize you, for her soul is long gone. Don't let her unpaint you. That's not what she would have wanted. Now the question is, the Clara or Clea, whatever her name, I forget her name all the time. A threatening aura emanates from beyond the door. Yeah, open the door. You attempt to open the door. You push harder, the door shifts ever so slightly. The sensation of danger is magnified. Beyond the door lies a threat unlike anything you felt before. Worse than Simon? Do you wish to open the door? Open the door. One last time. Do you truly wish to open the damn door? So be it. The door opens. Brace yourselves. Why? The biggest twist is going to be as if there's not even a fight here. So, this isn't our sister. Is this, like, mom's painted version of our sister? Or dad's painted version of our sister? Because our sister's outside the painting. Alright, here's the cutscene I watched 2 seconds of, then stopped and realized I hadn't been here yet.
Clea. You're alive. What happened to her?
I bet Clea hated Maman's portrait of her, so she painted over her.
And now she paints.
Wait, so
Neville's.
Maman painted a Clea, and then Clea painted over Maman's Clea?
Can you heal her? Can you change her back?
I can't repaint her. Clea's the only one skilled enough to paint over someone else's creation.
I don't want to fight that thing. It swallows a party member whole. I avoided one earlier.
This is gonna be tough.
When is Versatile Great? Oh, I unlocked another haircut for him. Alright, so, if this has BS like Simon, we're gonna watch the cinematic online, but I'm sure as hell gonna try first.
Shields up! Nice.
Energized.
So much potential.
All elements work.
Meet your reckoning. Let us stay.
Damage-wise, she's not too spongy. For this phase.
Brace yourselves.
She summons powerful Neverons. That's really cool. Oh, she healed 500,000 too. Creepy Neverons. Wow, this is disorienting. Cool though, and she healed another 1,000,000. Wow. So, I wonder if the heal is just based on her turn, or if it's based on like the number of hits they connect you with, like lifesteal. If it's just based on her turn, then you have to do more than a certain amount of damage to even give her a healing.
I'm ready.
On me.
Musical neurons. Half a million.
Storm is coming.
Okay, first we want to use Genesis, then we use Skyhammer.
Doors of Chroma, open!
Never runs from the deep. No! No! God dang it!
Sweet taste of battle.
Let us stain them. Elements converge.
Okay, was it Lunate? Dude, I'd have to start over if it was. I went all in on her. As far as my damage dealer goes. Okay, is there a phase 2? And do we get my L back? Beat Clea. Alright, I'm gonna be, like, one, that was a cool fight. That was cool. Obviously, I was a bit overtuned for it. But at the same time, she was healing for 1,000,000 a turn. And also, she stole a party member, and I couldn't really get it back. Usually those big guys, if you can break bar them, they'll spit the party member back out. I don't know, since she summoned that dude, I don't know if you break bar Clea, if you would get my L back in this situation. I also think that when they're like, are you sure you want to open the door? Are you really sure? Are you absolutely, positively, absolutely sure? And like, I think that was a bluff, because Simon, of course, is on a whole nother level from this. Clea's life. On turn start, if no damage taken since last turn, recover 100% health. Huh. That's kind of cool. So it's like, if you're bad enough that you get hit occasionally, but good enough that it's not that often, it's better than regen.
How is she so strong?
She's Clea's creation.
Wait, one of her eyes changed back.
Clea?
Phase 2. Is she killing herself?
The light!
Oh, shoot, I hate when I'm right.
She's trying to find a way.
Wow. So the Clea underneath the painted over Clea was like trying to escape?
I'm sorry.
Dude, that was wild. I didn't know there were any heavy moments like that left. Okay. Clea's life. And another max level weapon. Wow. Okay. Very sad. Where's the loot? We got the loot already. We got the loot. I'm gonna go talk to the boy, and then I think that's it. I just want to see if Little Verso has anything to say. I'm glad you can't walk off cliffs. I was looking at chat. Have you laid her to rest? She did that by herself. Thank you. That's what she wanted. I wish she would have listened to me. Then she wouldn't have to make this painting suffer. Painting or not, she had feelings and a soul. That's what I think, at least, but I know she thinks differently. For me, everything in this canvas is as much alive as what is outside. Esquia, the Gestrels, the Grandis, even Aileen's paintings. I welcome them all. Paintings should be a celebration. Just like music. Thank you for taking care of her. It may not be much, but would you accept a gift from me? A garment we had designed together. I can make only one. Who should have it? Only the girl characters? Lune? Wonderful. Here, have this. Thank you for everything. Take care of yourself and of the paintings around you. Oh, it's Clea's outfit from when you're outside the painting. Wait, she's running? Oh, there we go. I was gonna say, she usually floats. What is this? Whoa, laggy dress. The dress takes too many frames, John. Do you know who's the boy that you find in mini maps? Yeah, it's Verso. They call him by name a couple times. It's the fragment of the real Verso's soul. Minoko's legs still crack me up. He's got those long dancer's legs. His legs broke, Lieutenant Dan. Nice, you paying attention? Of course I'm paying attention. I'm super sharp. Now to Simon you go. No, I'm not doing Simon. Simon, I know the combination of Pictos to one-shot kill him, which sounds stupid. And I know if I go there with As I Am Now, when I get him halfway down in Phase 2, which, don't get me wrong, will probably take me hours of practice of parrying, when I get him halfway through Phase 2, he will kill the whole frontline party, and then I have to kill him with the backline. Which means I have to level up my backline party. And I don't want to do that. Just to show you, Heisen, how I played the game, just doing my thing. Give me just a second here. So, look at the Luminas. I've been using Mael and Minoko as support, and they just basically enable Lune to do, you know, big damage. I've not been using these two at all. So, prepping them to finish off Simon would take a massive amount of time. I just don't wish to do that. Can you power level the backline somehow? I would need to farm Luminas for a long time. I don't wish to do that. It's the Octopath Traveler 2 situation again. So, like, once I came to that conclusion, I explained my reasoning to chat, and then we watched the Simon Death cinematic on YouTube. Yeah, I mean, it was a cool fight. I spent about 35 minutes beating Simon Phase 1, and then we saw Phase 2. I started working on that, and then I respec'd and got more damage out of Lune, and then I found out about the forced, you have to use all 5 people thing, and I was like, that just broke me. That's pretty much why I didn't kill him either. I didn't want to have to level my backline up because I enjoyed playing with my main 3. Yeah. I love the Simon fight. Pretty satisfying to parry all of his attacks. Yeah, I got to Phase 2, so I haven't learned, when he says, like, the Blade of Lumiere and Lightspeed, those 2 attacks are new to Phase 2, so I haven't mastered those yet. But the combos he uses in Phase 1, and then he just devils them in Phase 2, I got that down. But yeah, I don't want to have to grind for the backline. So we just watched it on YouTube. I skipped the kill the frontline phase accidentally. Yeah, if you hit him hard enough, like we saw a video of someone hitting him for 70 million. If you hit him hard enough to go from above 31% health to dead, he skips that mechanic. But, yeah. You got this mug, just don't one-shot it? No, shut up, Bison. Alright, so at this point, I have done everything in this game that I have found other than Simon, which I've explained my reasoning for that. So I think I'm sorry, we finished it earlier. Also, the Endless Tower, the final boss, I thought it was going to be a lot tougher. We melted it. And then Clea, we melted Clea as well. Clea's like, do you want to fight her? Are you sure? This is the strongest enemy ever. Are you positive? She's going to kick your ass. Are you really? And I'm like, yo, yes, my safe word's pineapple. Let's go. And then it was not that bad. Like, she had some moves. She self-healed for like 1,000,000 a turn. So fortunately, like, I think if I hadn't respect Lune recently, because of my trouble on the Simon fight, I would not have been able to out damage her healing. But yeah, we beat Clea. We beat Endless Tower today. It was cool. I'm glad we did it, but yeah, I'm glad they weren't like Simon level. And honestly, part of the reason Simon is so tough is the gimmicks, right? Like, you cannot res, you have to use your backline, you can't use blocks, you know, stuff like that. Did you beat the serpent? If you mean the flying serpent in the sky that has a nose that looks like a lighthouse, then yes. He kept stealing your AP. Really annoying fella. That is definitely one of the top annoying fights. I don't know if he's the most challenging, but very annoying fight. All right. Okay, chat. I'm satisfied. Let's talk about it. So we've got a tradition on this channel. We've got a tradition. Whenever we finish up a game, or I feel like I'm done, we do a little review. And I feel like it's that time. So, let's break it down. Expedition 33. I'm going to tab out just so it's silent. So, Expedition 33 was an amazing game that a lot of people are saying it's probably going to be Game of the Year. And I think it's possible. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 came out this year, and so did Split Fiction. Those were both amazing. But let's just talk. Let's talk about this. So, in terms of story, I think it is S tier. The story is S tier. Now we're doing the review at the end of the game, so I'm going to say spoilers here. Going through it, like at the beginning, you don't know what's going on. There's the whole, the numbers painted, and then those people, if she paints 33, then everyone 33 or older dies. If she paints 34, everyone 34 or older dies, etc. You find out that there's been many expeditions, that she started painting at like 100 and counting down, and everyone's like, we hate the paintress, she's killing us. And you see Gustav's girlfriend get gamaged, and it's like really rough. And I think part of the reason the scene is so rough is you see like little children holding like their mommy and daddy's hands, and then their parents turn to dust, and it's just like, oh my god, like it was a heavy scene. Like that was a hell of an opener. And then like they try to throw a party, they try to be happy about it, and then they send out the expedition, and they go to the mainland, and then immediately it's like freaking Normandy. Because Renoir shows up and starts just, he decapitates a guy immediately and just starts murdering everybody. The giant, hand monsters that look like they're out of Dark Souls show up and start killing people. And then Gustav wakes up later, and it's like, okay, Gustav's the main character. And you play him for a while. He almost commits suicide, and then Lune stops him, and, then he kind of gets it together, and then they find Mael later on, and they get the whole band together. And then later on, Gustav dies. And it's like, wait, what? And what was really troll is on Gustav's skill tree. If you went to his skill tree, let me see here, go to skills. He had locked things, like they were gonna unlock later, and then he dies in the story. Like, those freaking trolls at the game devs, they were like, they put some like locked skill things in here that are fake, so that you don't pick up on the fact that he's gonna die halfway through the game. Like, that is clever. That is freaking clever. Also, in some of the freaking cutscenes, the footage for the game that has Verso in it, like they used for trailers, they edited in Gustav for those cutscenes. Like, they really sold it. They really, really sold that. So, we go on, and then, we're going through the story, and then, like, there's the big twist where you find out the paintress wasn't killing people, she was saving people from Renoir. And then Renoir kills everybody. And then you find out the whole world is a painting. Now, at that moment, I got pissed. Because, you know that whole, like, writing device where it's like a bunch of crazy things happen, how are they going to get out of this? And then the writer goes, oh, but then he woke up, it was all a dream. Like, that bullshit? I hate that. So many people hate that, I'm included. All right? When she woke up, and you're playing Alicia, and she woke up in the manor, and you find out all of that happened in a painting, I got so mad. I was like, nothing mattered until this point. But they did a very good job of making me get reinvested into what I had just disconnected from. Because I'll be honest with you, I checked out then. I really checked out then. And then they really made me reconnect with like what was in the painting and made me care about it. But at the same time, I want to know more about what's happening outside in the real world. Like, who are the writers? Like, the writers are the ones that started the fire that killed Verso and maimed Alicia. And they're at war with the painters. But, like, who are they? Like, did they just throw a Molotov cocktail, or did they use their own magic somehow? Can they go into stories that they write? Like, I want to know more about what's going on in the outside world. All we know is that, you know, Verso, when he was alive, painted this world. And then Mom is, like, basically addicted to it and won't leave. And Dad went in to get her out, but she's stronger than him in painting. So she locked him in a tower for 69 years. And he's like, it's fine. She's crazy. And, you know, and he's not even too bent out of shape about that. And then, you know, Clara comes in here on occasion, stuff like that. So it was crazy. And then we found out that Renoir wasn't even Renoir, that the curator was Renoir, and our Renoir was just a painted Renoir. And it was just, there was so many levels to this. It was a fantastic journey. I will say I hate the endings because I'm just the kind of person that I don't like a sad ending. And there were 2 endings and they were both sad. So, you know, I give them that. I'm not a fan of the endings, but that's just a personal taste thing. The story itself was S tier. Okay, let's talk about gameplay. It's a turn-based game. I've played many turn-based games off the top of my head. You know, Octopath Traveler, Dragon Quest recently, the Battle Chasers, that Ruined King, tons of them. All right. This is a turn-based game. It's the dude standing in a line turn-based game, like old Final Fantasy games. However, on your turns, you have to do QuickTime events, and on their turns, you're doing dodging and parrying. And that ended up being really cool, because in Yakuza Like a Dragon, you would parry during the opponent's turn, but it barely mattered. And during your turn, you know, I was getting to the point in Yakuza where I had seen this cinematic for my own attack so many times, I was pressing skip. Okay? Like, no matter how cool your attack is, like, it could be eye candy. After you see it 50 times, players are going to want to skip through it, right? But the fact that I was doing QuickTime events and dodging and parrying took away those moments of boredom. In Battle Chasers, it was a turn-based game, and I had seen my own animations so many times, I was bored of them, and I needed to grind some levels. And I was like, you know, hit attack, Alt-Tab, watch YouTube. Hit attack, Alt-Tab, watch YouTube. Like, that was the end game for me, was grinding levels while I was watching a show on the other monitor. In this game, though, that never happened. It did a really good job of keeping me engaged in what was going on due to the QuickTime event pop-ups and also the I'm trying to say dodging and blocking. The blocking, the dodging, and the parrying and all that stuff like that. I actually wonder, the QuickTime event, you know how the QuickTime events were always the same button? I wonder if it would be better if they were different buttons. Like, you know, press Q, now E. But I don't know if that would be too much. You know, with how fast-paced the game can get, I don't know if that would be too much. Because, like, most other games I've played with QuickTime event pop-ups, you know, it's different buttons. Like, it could be the left click or the right click or the space or the Q or the E or the R or whatever. So I wonder if they ever tried that when they were doing, like, beta testing and stuff like that. Then, you know, in terms of the characters, they're pretty cool. I would say Monoko's probably my favorite just because of, like, the really crazy kit he's got and all the wild stuff he has. Lune was pretty cool as a damage dealer for me, and she was the only person on the team that had a Resurrect. CL has some cool stuff, but the thing is that her whole Foretell system was just the WoW Rogue combo point system. You know, it was like, I use A abilities, then I use B abilities, repeat. And I just got bored of that, but she has a really powerful kit. She's top tier in many, many endgame builds. Verso was just Gustav 2.0, so I didn't really play him much, but, you know, he's just damage. Mael, a lot of people built her as damage, but I was really drawn to the fact that she had skills that she would take heat for her party. So I built her as a tank. She's got almost 15,000 health right now and over 2k defense. I built her to basically soak the attacks so the party could go crazy and enable them. And I had a lot of fun playing like that until I got to the point where it didn't work anymore. But I really enjoy all the different ways that you could build the characters. Like, she can be a tank, she can be a buffer, she could be damage. He could be literally anything. She can be a healer, she could be based on fire, ice, or lightning, or earth, or a combination of them. So she's got like 5 or 6 different variants. Hello, thank you. And I think that's really good. Now, the Pictos and the Luminous have a disgusting amount of depth to them, which results in everything from people are doing like 0 damage to bosses and they can't scratch them, to you can one-shot kill bosses. That is both cool and also I hate it at the same time. Because I will say, if it was not for the fact that you can get that disgustingly strong in this game, and that one gimmick on Simon, I would have been happy to spend the next week mastering and killing that boss. But because I've seen someone just go, oh, if you put this and this together, it hits them for 70 million. It's like, I've lost all respect in the fight and I've lost interest. Now, that's a personal take. Not everyone's going to agree with that. Some people like big number Unga Bunga. I just feel like they've left me in charge of balancing the game. Like, if I want it to be possible, but not too easy, I have to figure out the right amount of stuff to equip to make it do that? Like, why am I in charge of game balance now? You know? Like, that's how it feels. Like, it feels like they've put me in charge of balancing the fight. I don't want to do that. So, because of that system where you can get that strong, I'm losing interest faster. Which I think is unfortunate. But even still, I enjoyed the hell out of this game for over 50 hours. So, the gameplay, very, very fun. Customization, very fun. The party members are great. The writing is great. Like, every single one of them was a character with depth, which is impressive. Like, CL, the whole story with, like, her husband, her issue with swimming, her unborn child, you know, Lune with her parents and the pressure that was on her and how logical she is, which made her she was kind of like immune to that one attack from the masks. Oh, not the mask. No, it was the dancer, I think. And then Verso, who is just like worn down from being alive for over 100 years. And then Mael, who is just like, you know, so confused because she's basically got 2 lifetimes in her head. And Minoko, who is a, you know, very unique Jestro guy, but is like, he's a bro. Like, he is like, Verso and him are just like BFFs. Their interactions together. Dude, that one time when he was like talking to the village chief lady, I forget her name, but he's like, yo, I'm gonna fight you, I challenge you. And she's like, you're on. And then Verso's like, are you sure? And Minoko's like, please help me. Like, he was so good. He was so good. The big spoon, little spoon, yeah, the little spoon thing. Yeah. Verso's like, what was it? Minoko said, do you want to cuddle? And Verso said, little spoon. Yeah, he is my favorite character both in gameplay and in writing. I didn't power level him because I needed damage and I felt like I was going to do that with her. But he was a really fun character for sure. The time Minoko cut him in half, yeah. So the writing for every character had solid depth. There was no shallow character. You know, there was no, what is it called? Mary Sue? There was none of that. It was good. It was got every character. They all had, like, something to enjoy. And freaking Eskie, mon ami! Dude, what a goofy dude. This big, weird thing with a banner on his chin, a hunchback, and a face that doesn't move ended up being one of the most lovable characters I've seen in gaming in ages. Like, he's coming up, he's like, you need a hug, and he's like, oh, Francois, yo, Francois is my BFF. They're like, oh, Francois hates you. Nah, he's just playing around. I love Francois. Like, he was amazing. He was an amazing character, and he also, apparently, you could fill him with wine. That was also odd. Let me see. Graphics were amazing. The whole, like, attacks with, like, paint and stuff going everywhere was incredible. Sound design was also really good. Kind of troll sometimes. There was so many attacks in the game that you could parry them based on visual input, and others based on audio input. And sometimes it was not always the same. So that was an interesting thing that, you know, some attacks were, like, there was absolutely some attacks in the game, I could dodge them with my eyes closed because I was using the audio. And then there were others in the game I had to watch them. And then there were others I just sucked. I remember specifically the Doot Doot Horn guys. They had this one weird attack that I could never parry or dodge. It just had nothing to do. It seemed like the visual and the audio didn't have anything to do with the attack at all. Let's see. SK might be made of wine sack. Yeah, something like that. So let's see. We talked about story. We talked about visuals. We talked about sound. We talked about gameplay, combat. I think that's everything. This was really, you know, I usually in my reviews do like a comparison to other games. And although this is turn-based, you know, button clicking, just like many others, like I said, like Dragon Quest and like old Final Fantasy and stuff like that, this is the Dark Souls of turn-based games. I don't know how easy difficulty is in this game, but I'm playing on normal, and there were fights that were quite challenging. Now I think I could probably turn it up to hard mode, but you know, there were some fights I, you know, mastered and others I just kind of got through it, and if I turned it up to hard mode it would be even tougher. But I don't know how easy makes it. But yeah, I would need to look into that before doing a review, or like I don't know, like I don't know if I can recommend this to someone who is terrible at dodging and parrying. I'm not sure at the moment. I do not know. I would need to look at the footage of the game on easy and see like how easy it is. However, I would say that if this won Game of the Year, I would not be surprised at all. Simon was the promised consort Radon from turn-based games. Yeah. But half of it, the thing is on consort Radon, you can use any strategy you want. On Simon, there are certain things you're just locked out of. And honestly, I think that's bad design. Real talk, it's only one fight in this game. The fact that he steals shields, I like steals shields, like the counter to shields is do a larger number of blows, but the fact that he just both removes your shields and wastes your turn that you made those shields and puts the shields on himself, like that's way too stacked. But whatever, I did, you know, that's fine, whatever. It's whatever. But yeah, the rest of the other 99% of the game was amazing. I love the fact that the game was it was also pretty cheap compared to many games lately. The staff were people that got bored, like some of the staff members that worked on this game were people that worked at Ubisoft, and they felt like their talents weren't being used, so they quit, and then they made this. And then there was like the person who did the sound for the game, they just found them on SoundCloud. Like, it was a collection of underdogs just showing what people passionate about video games can do, and they did such an amazing job with it. Simon is meant as the hardest boss fight, which you should overcome with perfect dodge and parry, or you could choose. Well, even if you do perfect dodge and parry, at 30% health, he kills your frontline. And then you're like, oh, I have to go grind levels for them. Again, I think that's bad design. I think any game where you could choose what party members you play, if it has a fight at the end that forces you to use the other party members you didn't choose, suddenly is bad. Octopath Traveler 2 did that. Pathfinder... Was it Wrath of the Righteous? I think it was Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous did that. There was a forced fight at the end, or all the people you weren't controlling in your party suddenly had to do an encounter. Like the camp got attacked while you weren't there, and they had to fight. And it was, I hate that. I hate that. Again, I'm talking about my personal likes and dislikes right now. And I recognize that that's not everyone, but holy crap, I hate that. It was Kingmaker? Okay, Kingmaker. I remember you just changed your build around shields, the very next enemy completely nullified that. Yeah, I had just gotten, where's my elf? I had just gotten this weapon, and it's all about putting shields on your team. And I'm like, oh my god, I love it. She's going to have so much support options. Very next boss, he steals shields every turn. I'm just like, this is stupid as hell. Simon is kind of the completionist fight for someone that wants to complete the game by leveling everyone. Or you just change your Pictos and one-shot them for 70 million. Again, you have to choose your own balance. Kingmaker, you have to split your party up, but it's the people in your party. Rose is supposed to be streaming Guild Wars 2 today. We should all stalk him, but he's on the EU servers. Is he actually streaming? Is he live right now? Let me see. Twitch.tv/RoseMMO. Let me see if he's live right now. No, he's not live right now. No. Don't know what he's doing. Alright. Well, I think that's everything. Yeah, I'm nitpicking. There's a couple of small things about the game. I don't like that you can get so powerful that you have to be in charge of your own game balance in the late game. But I understand that some people like that. This was an incredible adventure. This was a joy to play, chat. This was an absolute joy to play. What did you pick at the end? Verso or Mael? I did both. I did one and then I reloaded into the other, Heisen. Yeah, this was really freaking good. We did every bit of content we were able to find. I'm sure there was a few side, like for example, we didn't find all of the missing gestrels. I have no idea where they were. I'm not too concerned about that, but we did all of the side content and bosses we could find other than finishing phase 2 Simon. But this was incredible, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. All right, that is the end of the Expedition 33 playlist. I love Gustav. Oh, hang on a sec. No, I can't tab out of the game. Are you freaking... Hold on a second. It's Rose's thing. I can't get my mouse out of the game. I literally cannot alt-tab, control escape. Okay, hold on a sec. I have to task manager and kill Expedition 33. As soon as I finish reviewing it, it gives me the worst bug of all time. As soon as I finish reviewing it, they're like, ha, just kidding. Here, all right, end task. Oh my god. Like, every time I hit Alt-Tab, I'd use Task Manager to close the thing. Windows Tab. I didn't try that. I tried Alt-Tab, and I tried Control-Escape, and I tried Control-Delete Task Manager. Is that Undertale music? I don't know what that was. So, Rose wasn't live when I pulled up his thing, and it started auto-playing some old stream of his, and that was his intro music. I don't know what it was. All right, chat. With that, we have got about 45 minutes left in today's morning stream, and my wonderful wife brought me lunch. I think I'm going to wrap it up a little bit early today, and then I will prepare a new game for the morning stream tomorrow, and I'm just going to enjoy my lunch for right now. Thank you guys for joining me today. You guys have been incredible. I hope you guys enjoyed Expedition 33. I nitpicked, but it was an amazing game, and I really, really enjoyed it. A couple plugs on the way out. If you happen to be new to my chat, my name is Muck. I stream every evening and every weekday morning. I will be back later tonight for the evening stream. We're working on Doom the Dark Ages and also Baldur's Gate 3 Honor Mode, where we're just trying to beat the game without dying. And if you want to see that, hit the follow button here on Twitch, like and subscribe to the YouTubes. Here's links to both the YouTube channels if you're interested, and a special thank you to our patrons. They keep this channel alive, and I could not do this without them. There's a link to that if you'd like to be a supporter. You guys have a great rest of your day. Let me see if there's anyone on the Twitch side that I can raid just to support someone else. Oh, it looks like Noxxi is actually playing Expedition 33 for the first time right now. Okay, chat, do not spoil Noxxi. She has got people on her screen right now that are not alive in my playthrough. You be good. You are going to be examples of this community. No spoiling. Be prepared to spoil. If I find out you spoiled, you're out. Do not take that away from them. All right. If anything, if you're going to spoil, make up fake spoilers. Like, just make them up. All right, chat. I'll see you over there. You guys are fantastic. I'll be back tonight. See ya.
With whom we've been able to communicate. It seems stuck in this cave. Gregoire is, as usual, deeply suspicious, but this could
End of
change
the YouTube chat once again. Have a nice day.
Isn't that bit a bit